Hey, come see us live. We're doing our Rumble Time show September 27th in Los Angeles. We'll be in Tempe, Arizona, and we'll be in Burbank, California. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. Look at this headline. So you know how Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris? Well, it turns out that backfired.
What?
Just 8%. There's a poll that says just 8% of Swift approval would make them more likely to vote for Ms. Harris. 20% said they would be less likely.
What? People didn't like her for her great political takes? They liked her for shitty-ass pop music, it turns out?
Well, you'd think that a childless cat lady would be more concerned about a flood of cat-eating migrants. I'm just kidding. Come on, that's that's misinformation. We're just having fun.
You know, it turned out to be an American citizen eating the cat. Did you see that? The woman doing it was the second one she ate, and she was a I think she was probably a catless child lady.
I tweeted that out. Yeah, it wasn't in Springfield, it was in Canton, and it was an American citizen, and she was just crazy.
It wasn't. Tim Dillon's like, I don't know if that's better. I don't know if that's better news.
I think the message here in this story is that all the people who have stolen the label liberal from the ones who actually deserve it were duped into thinking being arrogant and repellent bully snobs who would win people over. I mean, what it did was it led to the creation of the Streisand effect, which is that's what this is. That's what this actually is. So this is called the Streisand effect. It's a variation of it. She thought it would help. It actually hurt. And congratulations, Taylor Swift, for reaching Barbra Streisand status. And you know what? The upshot could also be, Kurt, that you can only treat others like a boss for so long when you're not paying them. That's what I think. So basically the voters have spoken and Taylor Swift isn't that hot. She's okay. Nothing to early vote over, put it that way. So here they have a whole article about it. Taylor Swift's endorsement of Kamala Harris has backfired. A new poll from YouGov. 8% of voters said that a superstar's approval would see them somewhat or much more likely to vote. But the same poll said that 1 in 5, 20% of those surveyed would be less likely. Immediately after the Trump-Harris TV debate Tuesday, Swift posted on Instagram, "I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she fights for the rights and causes I believe I need." Really? You believe in funding a genocide in Gaza? Because that's what she's fighting. Is that what she's talking about? Evidently, Taylor feels very strongly that parents of truant middle school kids should be locked up. Because that's another thing. Yeah. Hey, look, Taylor Swift doesn't want the prison labor system disrupted, and Kamala fought hard for that.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was Kamala's hardest fought battle, by the way, against the feds for the purposes of not releasing people and screwing up the prison labor pool.
She took some flack, but she fought hard.
You know, I got to tell you, Kurt, even the most famous celebrity has to face their darkest day. And for most of them, it involves the realization that no one gives a fuck about their opinion.
That's every celebrity's personal Armageddon.
I like how she says, "I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she fights for the rights and causes I believe need a warrior to champion him." You know, Kamala Harris is a warrior in the same way Charlemagne is a god.
She deep throats?
Yeah. She tweeted that to her 284 million Instagram followers, or she Instagrammed it, urging them to register to vote and make their own choice. Well, you just told them what choice to make. So that's, Anyway.
That's how it backfired. She said, make your own choice. She screwed up the message.
Yeah, see, don't tell people to make their own choice. Tell them to make the choice you're telling them to make. Her post drew 10.4 million likes, and the vote.gov website received 405,999 visitors in the 24 hours after Swift shared a custom URL with followers. Ms. Harris, so Kamala's aides, said they would love for Swift to actively campaign, such as by appearing at a rally in her native Pennsylvania, a battleground state that could well decide the election. But the polling might suggest would not be in her best interests. No. Are you sure you want that? Did you know that her concerts have been known to cause amnesia? That's not a joke. There's science behind that. Oh wait, maybe after Kamala drops one of her public cringe bombs, Taylor can perform and erase everyone's memory of it.
Yeah, she's a human Men in Black blinky thing.
I say maybe Kamala should try a comedian celebrity to step in and defend her. There's a shitload of them in Hollywood who would sell their dick and balls on eBay for the opportunity.
I mean, they're doing it, and they're not very good at it.
I know.
It'd be funny supporting her.
They're doing it, and they're not. No,
tough job, dude. It's like writing for an award show. You're like the worst kind of writing.
So she's also in 2008 Northwestern University report found Oprah Winfrey's endorsement added 1 million votes to Barack Obama's tally, but that was Oprah pre-Lahani Oprah. I don't know if you saw what happened.
That was before John of God.
Yeah. A 2010 North Carolina State University report found celebrity endorsements by George Clooney and Angelina Jolie did little to move the political needle. Did you know that?
What?
Yeah. So, hey, try using Oprah again now. See how that works. That's all I'm...
Have her and Diddy say vote or die.
Let's see how many Americans are still expecting the keys to a car to be taped under their chair in 2024. Post Epstein Island flight list. That's all I'm saying. Margaret Bentley, a professor at Arizona State University, whose class studies Swift's social importance. Is unsure whether the pop singer will have an impact. She asked her students earlier this year whether a Swift endorsement would matter. Sounds wacky, right? But of course a good school is going to study the effects of an Intel PSYOP. Am I right? Come on. Come on.
That's a job of the future, Jimmy.
Maybe sounds comical to you, but because you're some dipshit who still thinks 90% of pop culture isn't a PSYOP, which it is.
It's like processed food.
Some said they would follow Swift's lead, and others said it would prompt them to do more research. You're not supposed to do your own research. That makes you a dummy. That's what I've been told by comedians. Yeah. And the poll appears to back Ms. Bentley's view, with 66% saying the celebrity nod of approval would make no difference to how they vote on November 5th. Oh, that's when it is, November 5th. Wow.
No difference? I would think they turned against her. I've seen like a bunch of TikToks of Taylor Swift age girls telling her to go F herself.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but when a billionaire tells me what to do, I do it only because I want the same money they have and because I just love their music so much. I just have to dance along. So I love this. Me seeing that Taylor Swift endorsement turned away more voters from Harris than it attracted. There it is.
As it should. As it should. What is good about her? First of all, have you ever in your entire life, you've heard of pop stars before, right? It's not new to you. Have you ever heard of people having amnesia? A spate of people being amnesiac after the show. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Never once.
But by the way, that's a tough gig, Kurt. You ever think about that? He's famous for not having teeth, so it makes it difficult to eat food, yet he still remains famous. It's like a comedian who was famous for being fat and then lost weight to save their life, and then all the work dries up. That's kind of...
Oh, you think he got teeth and then he never worked again after this one appearance?
I don't know. He still works. Anyway, there's Taylor Swift backfiring. That's actually that renews my faith in humanity.
Well, did you see her personal URL gets all these followers suddenly? But nobody cares about it. So what's happening?
So
it's a lot like busking when someone throws a couple bucks in the guitar case to get it going. That principle is how the internet works with these stupid industry plant bullshit Greta Thunberg PR things. I don't know how anybody doesn't see through it at this point, but adults that I know are like, remember when they're saying Taylor Swift was saving the economy? Do you remember
Yes.
that? I remember it because my friend Kyle Dunnigan, my other friend who was writing on it, both funny people, saw this story on regular news and thought it was a real thing that Taylor Swift was boosting the economy, which is the thing that's the indicator that you know she's part of some kind of psyop.
Hey, the Biden and Harris economy has been a major burden on the average American. Wages are flat, expenses are up, and it's very hard to manage and pay the bills all without grabbing for your credit cards. If you're a homeowner and you're frustrated with that cycle, I need you to make a 10-minute, no-obligation call today to our friends at American Financing. Interest rates are coming down and are now in the low fives. And if you're constantly carrying a credit card balance each and every month with the rate in the high 20s, American Financing can show you how to put your hard-earned equity to work and get you out of debt. Their salary-based mortgage consultants are saving their customers an average of $800 a month. And if you get started today, you may not have to make your next month's mortgage payment. So call American Financing today at 888-804-0303. That's 888-804-0303, or visit AmericanFinancing.net/Jimmy. Hey, come see us live. We're doing our Rumble Time show September 27th in Los Angeles. We'll be in Tempe, Arizona, and we'll be in Burbank, California. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.